Hello, welcome. If you are here, that means you might be here from the from coming off the Galaxy playthrough, or maybe you just found this VOD, this video, just on happenstance. Regardless, thank you for coming, because today we are going to be getting started on Galaxy 2. Last playthrough, we finished up Galaxy 1. We got all the stars as Mario. And today we're going to get started with Galaxy 2. I teased you guys about it like a couple weeks ago as well. So, of course, we should actually start getting into the game. Last time I played this was probably a few years ago. So I'll be excited to see how much I enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I'll still enjoy it because I've 100% Galaxy 2 a few times. Galaxy games are probably some of my favorite games, so this is going to be great to get into this. Let's go. And thank God there wasn't an update there. Also, I hope it's not too loud. Oh, my TV! My TV! My TV! There's audio coming through the TV. There we go. Alright. Here we are. Let's choose numero uno. Of course, I'd like to create a new game file. Was there a Rosalina icon before? Did we have a Rosalina icon before in Galaxy 2? I can't quite remember that. I'm gonna go with Rosalina this time then. It's not like that like changes anything. Why not? Alright. Let's get into this. World 1, the Great Space Journey begins. Oh yeah, that's right. Zelda comes out today. What was it? Age of Imprisonment. That's what it's called. Let me tell you a news story that also begins with Stardust. Shimmering Stardust falls in the Mushroom Kingdom once a century. That time had come again. How old is Mario? Jesus Christ.
Dear Mario.
Okay, she doesn't read this. Would you like to share some cake while we watch the shooting stars? Meet me at the castle. Now, I kind of view Galaxy 2 as pretty much being Galaxy 1, but completely sterilized, at least in terms of story. And I think that's kind of why this game is sometimes seen as not as good as Galaxy 1. Because it takes a hit on the narrative side of things. Which I don't fault people for thinking that. Because it does kind of suck. But I don't know. I still quite like this game. Alright. Like, this game kind of makes sense, because, like, this feels much more, like, in line with a story for a Mario game compared to Galaxy 1, which felt like much more emotional. But honestly, like, the more emotional story of Galaxy is probably what makes it stand out. But I do say, I will say, I think I end up liking the levels in this game a little bit more overall than, like, the levels in Galaxy 1. The music always hits. It really does. And Bowser is large for no reason. Monster? No, it's just Bowser. Alright. Hello, good sir. You're too late, Mario. The power of the stars is already mine. And look what else I got. I'm huge! I've noticed. Even scary up close, huh? No, that's scary. Mario. Maybe I'll have Peach pick me something for once. I forgot he says that. I could sure go for a galaxy-sized slice of cake right now. I'm way too huge for this beauty planet. Deserve an empire that's more me size. And I'll put it in the center of the universe. With your stupid mushrooms. I will, thank you very much. How was my Halloween? It was pretty nice. Pretty low-key. We didn't do, like, honestly anything that's befitting of the holiday season. We did put out some, like, you know, sweets for the kids. And thankfully they did almost, like, clean us all out. I'm kind of surprised because there's not too many, like, kids really around the neighborhood. Oh, Master Luma! Young Master Luma, did you get thrown overboard too? Good thing you're safe. Amara, you have other things to worry about, like saving the princess. How? You know, with young Master Luma's help, you can use the power of the stars. I was always confused, because, like, the Lumas talk as if they know Mario. But I thought, I don't know. The events of the game almost make you think, like, they shouldn't know Mario. Unless Mario just is known all around the universe. Ooh. I like the music here. That was nice. Good way to get into the game. You get many trick-or-treaters? No, not really. The neighborhood isn't that big, really. I mean, it's not small either. Alright. Our power stars, they're gone. Some gigantic monster stole them. Going after that monster, you might see our power stars out there too. Please bring our power stars back. We Lumas will help you along your way. So this planet is kind of funny because it tries to get you to do like the whole galaxy gravity gimmick, but you can just go up here. Nice little skip. We watched a horror movie I'd never seen before, and Chris Pratt was there against my will. Early 2000s Chris Pratt. Dang, what was the horror movie? I know, like, we didn't watch a scary movie, but, like, Danny and I did decide, like, maybe it would be good to revisit this one, like, visual novel we were playing that's kind of creepy at times. And it's funny because, like, we had actually put this game on hold for apparently 3 years. The game is AI Nirvana Initiative, by the way. Anybody curious? Holy shit, the game gives you 3 1-ups right there? Yeah, the last time we'd played Nirvana Initiative was like in 2022, apparently. Like December 2022. So yeah, it really was almost like 3 years. And so we were kind of lost getting back into it, but like, it didn't take us too long. We actually finished it yesterday. Glad we did. It was quite the trip. I liked it. A little weird at times. I still liked it. Jennifer's Body. I think I'd heard of that movie, yeah. We also watched It Follows, which was one of my faves. Jordan had never seen it, so I was surprised we were surprised to learn it was filmed around Metro Detroit. I've seen it was even filmed in the city we lived in. Really? Oh, that's kind of cool. I remember when Ben was telling me that, what was it? He told me that one time this one show that we were watching was like filming in his city. It was like the Flash TV show. He told me like it was getting filmed in like where he was. That was pretty neat. Okay, we gotta ride this to get the comet medal. Oh yeah, I want to say actually, reminisce about this game. This was actually, I think, the first Mario game like, the first Mario game I had played that I didn't spoil myself on. With Galaxy, I remember what I did was I was so excited for that game, and YouTube was popping off as the next big thing, that I remember I watched so much gameplay footage of Galaxy in the lead up to it, where I'd pretty much watched gameplay of every single star in the game. And I did that for like quite a few different Mario games. But for this one, I told myself, no, I want to go in blind. I want to surprise myself. I really want to surprise myself for this game. And boy, it was something, actually. Also, this boss is basically discount Dino Piranha. Combined with Bowser from Galaxy 1. But I remember when I first started playing this game, I felt weirdly overwhelmed. I was like, oh god, it feels like there's so many things you can do. There's so many, like, directions you can go in. And I was like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, I don't know, even though it was just like a pretty straightforward linear path, like you guys saw, like I was like, oh god, what do I do, you know? Which is, again, just really funny considering how linear this game is, but yeah, that's what it was like for me when I first played this game. Unfortunately, I know I did get a few things spoiled for me, such as the throwback Galaxy. I was kind of sad about that. That would have been neat to discover on my own. But yeah, being like the first game, Mario game I was like going in completely blind to was exciting. And I think about this game very fondly for that reason, I think. Hey, Tremendo! Thanks for coming by, how's it going? Hello, sir. Oh, hey, SpongeBob. You're this Mario guy my little Lumas won't stop blabbing about, am I right? Sorry to hear about the excitement you had with that monster down in the Mushroom Kingdom. I sure appreciate you bringing us this Power Star, though. We need as many of these as we can get. The name's Lubba, by the by. I'm the head honcho of this Luma crew. Hey, Alto. See, believe it or not, we're on a spaceship right now. Took some real elbow grease to convert this old planetoid into a ship, but we Lumas pulled it off. May not look like much, but it's home. Truth be told, the ship, she's not in such hot shape right now. We ran into that monster too. He blasted us with meteors and some of my crew were thrown overboard. That monster kidnapped your princess, eh? That's cold. Deep space cold, if you ask me. Oops, let me bring the mic forward a little bit. Hope the audio's okay, by the way. Music's quiet for right now. You know what else is cold? That monster's stealing every last one of our power stars. See, that's our fuel. Our spaceship runs on energy from star power, or power stars. Without that, we're stranded here. Hello. Woohoo! Ew! Ew! Is that young Master Luma? Yes, isn't it? Wow. Wait, if you have the trust of young Master Luma. Say, I might just have a little proposition for you. Hear me out now. Your special someone got kidnapped. Now you gotta save her, right? That's right. And we need fuel for our ship. Now, if you think you could get some of our power stars back for us, I'd be willing to make the ship your own for a bit. That's a fair exchange. Am I right, Mario? That's right. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, gang, let's get cracking, yeah? I want everything spaceship shape. He looks so happy while saying this. I know. That's just Lubba. Lubba's crew rebuilt the spaceship to look just like Mario. Well, what do you think? Spaceship, yeah? More like a face ship. Har har. At least you'll never lose it in a parking lot, am I right? Har har. So what's next? Don't look at me. This shape has your face on it, not mine. The decision is yours. Feel free to explore Starship Mario, or take the helm if you're ready to ship out. It's your call, Captain. Well, there's not too much to explore in like the Comet Observatory in Galaxy 1. Or even the Comet Observatory in Galaxy 1. Not like that had too many secrets to find. No like power stars or anything. I remember the beta for this game having like different eyes for Starship Mario. Like more like Mario looking eyes. Oh, I've never actually checked this area out well. From the start of the area, the start of the game. There's something to say? Nice. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's get going. Whoa! Great song playing again. Good. I love that they queued it up to the music. Always good. Always good. Alright, so this is the world map. Just point your thing at the destination and press A to jump it at a galaxy. Alright. So let's go back here first. Sky Station. Cinema. Hey, Jesse. Oh boy, you're here at just the right time. We are starting our little adventure. We've got the first power star already out of 242. Only 241 to go. Who here is actually 100% of this game? I want to ask you guys. Okay, so for this star, I don't think we can actually... No, not here. We need... Take the pipe here. Ah, you never played it. Okay. Hello, sir. I think it's this one that has it. Oh, just kidding. It's this one. There we go. Pretty sure I haven't 100%ed it. Alright, alright. Hello, sir. Honestly, I do wonder, like, what the average person's, like, thoughts are on the Green Star quest in this game. Because I remember when I collected the first 120 power stars, and then the game said, oh yeah, there's 120 more, I was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. Because I really liked the game, I was like, yes, there's more. There's more game. But I have to wonder if, like, other people think, like, oh god, there's more. Which I can understand. I can totally understand. Uh-oh. Don't hit me. Oh, thank god. Okay. Oh yeah, we got the cosmic clones. Islands. Depends on what the motivation is for playing it. That's true, yeah. If people are just playing it to say they've beaten the game, then they dread it. Yeah, that's true. Cause like, if you're like, if you're the kind of person who wants to like, you know, play games to experience them and say like, yeah, exactly, say that they've beaten it, then it's like, you just see that and you're like, oh my sweet lord. Hey, Asno. Oh, I forgot how to, like, interrupt this. Oh. Star feels like it ends. Like suddenly, yep, you're done. Also, this is going to be the game where we're probably going to be playing for the next couple of weeks. I have a feeling we're not going to finish it before the end of the year. I don't think so. Because especially if we're going for 242 stars, I think it's going to take a long time. I'm also considering like if I should stream this game on Thanksgiving, because you know, you guys know me, I stream every Thursday. But for you, all the peoples in the colonies, you guys celebrate Thanksgiving in, I think, 3 Thursdays. And so I'm debating on like holding off on streaming Galaxy 2 on that day, since I'm going to assume some of you guys are going to be focused on like family stuff that day. So that day might be like a, I don't know, we'll see what else is in store kind of stream. You're now eagerly awaiting December 10th. Ah, excited for like the DLC for Legends EA. I am excited for it too. Yoshi hatched from the egg. And Yoshi talks words. Saved me. I was trying to save my friends, but then I got turned into an egg and trapped. I know, we should team up. Come on. Hop on my back. Good thing. I feel like Okami did that for me, both story-wise and 100% and pretty much requiring a second playthrough. Oh, interesting. That's a game I want to play at some point, Okami. I honestly thought it was about to get yanked and you'd have to fight that boss or something. Yeah. You definitely won't be around for Thanksgiving. Okay. Also, I like how the spin attack is Yoshi just shaking his head. Your boy gets a Mega Evolution. I'm assuming your boy is Baxcalibur. Oh yeah, that's right, the comment medal over here. Hey, makers! Wait, come on. Wait, point at things to eat, then press ZR. In handheld mode, I think it, what did it say? It tapped the screen? Honestly, Galaxy 2, I don't know how they handle it for, what do you say? When you're playing it in handheld mode. Because, like, I think a lot of people are saying, like, maybe the reason why they didn't bring Galaxy 2 to the Switch was because of figuring out how it would work for handheld mode. Because with, like, Yoshi, you kind of have to use, like, pointer controls. You can't really use the handheld. But I don't know if they did anything to address it. I mean, I guess they have some sort of fix. I just didn't read it. Hello, I left a comment above. Oh, like I left a comment above in the chat? I guess I didn't see it, or it didn't go through. I just see the lurk. What is that comment medal? Basically, what comment medals do is that it unlocks the comet for this level. Because how comets work in this game a bit differently from Galaxy 1, where instead of it being like a, like on a cycle, it's more like you have to collect the comet medal, and then once you've collected it and advanced to a certain point in the game, the comet will be unlocked for that level. Ulta. Hi Thatch, just coming in to say hi. I'm shopping with my mom. Wish you all a fun time. Also, your birthday in a couple days. Ooh, happy almost your birthday. Oh, wait. 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 Okay, okay. We got the good version. I was worried that was not going to be in the game. So, okay, if you guys don't know what I was just doing there, and I'm surprised I still have the muscle memory for it. This is actually a glitch. Oh my god. This is actually a glitch. It's called Yoshi's Infinite Flutter Jump. It was a glitch that was available in, I think, the Japanese and English version, American versions of the game. But I think it was patched out in the European version. And it does exactly as the name suggests. It makes it that way Yoshi can just infinite flutter jump. And this means you can actually, like, you know, go to some places that you shouldn't with Yoshi. I was worried that they would have patched out for the Switch 1/2 version. But I'm glad that they did not do that. Because it's fun. What do Knuckles and Yoshi have in common? Ah, that's good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm surprised too. But that's good because there's one green star in the final Bowser area that is like, it's still tricky to get with the infinite flutter jump, but it's still a little bit easier than what you're supposed to do. Which is at least if you know how to do it. Which is using Cloud Flower to get there the intentional way. I wonder if, like, there's like a few levels where it comes in handy. I'm so happy about that. I guess it makes sense, because I was curious to see how this game contends as a potential, like, superior speedrun version. And while this version is still not the best version to speedrun, I didn't hear anybody say, like, they patched this out. Because if they did patch it out, then there's no way this would be, like, the speedrun version. I mean, it still isn't, but yeah. Did I just say that I'm starting to get why people like Diggersby? Diggersby, though? I remember I raised a competitive Diggersby in X and Y. Never liked it, but I might actually keep this one I've had on my team. I named him Phil. Hell yeah. Phil the Diggersby. Alright, so we're gonna try to get every star as we can, as we go. Though we will have to come back to this world anyway to get the comets later. Uh-oh, I think a bot is now following me on Twitter. Another one. Yes! Although I guess it might not be a bot. I need to check later. Yoshi. Die. Okay. That'll get us to a bonus area, which we don't care about. We can just go. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Go. Might be the first time I've ever seen Lakitu bamboozled by removing its cloud, rather than killing Lakitu and stealing the cloud. It is kind of funny, right? Lakitu's voice also kind of makes me laugh. What happens when he comes back? Okay, he just spawns another cloud. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to actually... There we go. I forgot. Yoshi's quite slow when he actually has something in his mouth. We are. Boss time! You like Lakitus? You like really fat Lakitus? Fat Katu. Uh-oh. No, Yoshi, come back. Oh! His voice also is so funny. He's just a silly guy. Oh, no. No, stay still. I don't know. No. God damn. Okay, okay. I gotta lock in. There we go. There we go. You got the moves. Got those moves like Jagger. Ah. Dude, I'm so out of practice on this one. Oh! No! Come on! Die! Jeez. What is the comment for this level? I think it's like a... Oh yeah, I gotta kill all the enemies with like the rainbow star later. I can tell I'm very out of practice at this game. I didn't do any speedruns of this game, but... I definitely did like to do some of like the time trials, because like the game does have like, what would you say, ghosts that you can beat. I did do that a few times. That was kind of fun. Also, don't get used to seeing Mario, because the moment we can unlock Luigi, Mario's getting benched. Oh yeah, I gotta be mindful about star bits, because I don't think I have... How many star bits? Oh, no, I think I have enough. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough. He's too short, exactly. Come on, there we go. Oh yeah, has anybody here played the visual novel, like the Zero Escape games? When Donnie and I finished AI, the Nirvana Initiative, we actually started playing the Nonary games, and so far it's kind of good. Never played it before. It's neat so far. I feel bad though, because it's like it's definitely a port of a DS game, but like it's one of those games where it's like it feels like they didn't do the best trying to, what would you say, remaster it or high definition systems. And like the UI feels very like weirdly low quality. I know like UI is such like a weird thing to like even make a complaint about, but like I don't know, it's like it just looks off. Like, that's something that kind of that's starting to bother me now in, like, what would you say, in some remasters, where it's like, they'll remaster, like, many different aspects of the game, but then, like, the UI just kind of looks, I don't know, it looks like really blurry, or low quality, or, like, they just use default Unity assets to create the UI or something like that. Oh! He got scooped up! That was kind of funny. Wait, did I didn't skip the comment ever, did I? I think it's coming up. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You did not. I'm glad somebody's paying attention because I sure wasn't. Saving from the abyss, and that's how he repays you? I know, right? Get fucking scooped. Oh! Oh, I didn't get scooped. Okay. Oh boy. I think it took me a while to actually get my first death in Galaxy 1. In this game I've already died a few times. Okay. Die. There we go. And I do think this is a very clever level in terms of, like, in terms of difficulty and, like, how it teaches you the mechanics. It's so good. Like, here, like, it's intended, like, the game teaches you in this level. Oh, I moved the controller down and it registered as a shake. It teaches you in this level, with that bunny at the beginning, that you can, you know, basically do a double jump with a spin jump. And then, of course, like, the platforms move every time you spin. But then this game kind of, like, takes it on its head and kind of teaches you that you can't always rely on the spin for your jumps. Like, especially in this level. Do you think the chain chomps know that Portal leads them to a lonely existence flowing through space? Are they aware of their sacrifice? That is a very good question that, unfortunately, I don't think the Mario series has ever been equipped to handle. I also like how the Mario series has had, like, several different takes on, like, death and, like, the afterlife. And it all contradicts each other. Shoutouts to Super Paper Mario for being the most, like, Mario way to handle the afterlife. And then you have, like, Origami King. Yeah, then you have Origami King have, like, a different take on death entirely. Like, it's so funny. You brought back a Star Bunny? No, the one thing in the galaxy cuter than one of those? Nothing, that's what. Did I get you on that one? It's gonna tell me something. I don't need to hear anything from you. I am the master at this game. Well, okay, I'm trying to remember my Mario game, like, mythology now. I mean, it's more like, I guess it's really only two. It mainly comes down to the Paper Mario series in general, where, like, you have Super Paper Mario with the underwear, which is kind of funny to say out loud. but then you have Origami King, which almost implies, like, that, like, I don't know, it almost seems to imply that there isn't an underwear. And of course, like, yeah, and the over there. And of course, our Origami King has, I would say, the most, I don't know, un-Mario-like way of handling death. But also, like, probably, like, one of the most mature ways of handling it. And it's so funny because it's like, it's one of the most interesting moments in a Mario game, period. But it's so unfortunate because Origami King is just kind of in general. Like, it's not bad, but, like, leaves some things to be desired, I guess. I'm pretty sure, like, there was another Mario RPG that also had its own take on, like, death. And, and all that. I'm trying to remember, though. Origami King has its good moments. But it, it's still like, it gets to a point where you just don't want to do some battles sometimes. And it's kind of still trying to be like a turn-based RPG, but it doesn't handle the RPG elements all that well. It's like the game shouldn't have done like turn-based things at all. It should have just been like an action-adventure game. Like, people kind of like didn't like a Super Paper Mario at the time, but honestly, I would appreciate a Super Paper Mario 2 more than like an Origami King 2. It's kind of interesting because you can definitely like split up the mainline Paper Mario games into, I would say, well, I mean, okay. I was gonna say 2 distinct eras, but actually it's kind of hard to say that. I would still say it's 2 distinct eras. That is the traditional RPG games, which is Paper Mario and then the Thousand Year Door, and then all the experimental games. But I would say it's more like 3 eras, which is the first 2 Paper Mario, then Super Paper Mario, and then Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Origami King. Yeah, that's yeah, pre-partner and post-partner era. Although still, Origami King does have partners. It's just like they don't stick with you. Oh fuck! I remember. I love this boss theme. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh fuck. No! I hit the spin button. Oh! Squished. God, I love this boss theme so much. I like how it even gets reused for one particular boss. Paper Mario was fun. And according to Donnie, it's the best Paper Mario, so, you know, it's gotta be the best Paper Mario then. Feels like this boss could have been a lot spicier. Don't worry! This star gets the Daredevil Comet, which means you have to do this boss without getting hit. And she's right. That's good. Oh, mechanically mean. I would have liked to see using the drill on the feet to force the flip over. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. Super Paper Mario. What? Let's see. What Paper Mario games have I played with Donnie now? I think it's just Super Paper Mario, Origami King, and then Thousand Year Door. Oops. To be fair, I'm not gonna make Donnie sit through Sticker Star or Color Splash for that matter. I've played 64, but I haven't played it through with Donnie. The Paper Mario games I've played have been Paper Mario 64, Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario, a bit of Color Splash, like maybe 5 hours of Color Splash, and then Origami King. Gotta drive with my brother to the airport now. Catch you guys later. Have fun. Alright. See you later, Tremendo. Hope everything goes well with getting your brother to the airport. Oh! I did not expect that to happen. Okay. Cosmic clones are probably one of my favorite, like, mechanics of this game. I don't know why. Like, the inherent nature of the cosmic clones makes them stressful to deal with and thus entertaining. You're hating on Sticker Star when you haven't even played it personally. Okay, you know what? You got me there. You got me there. I'm basically hating it because people told me to, which is lame and dumb, and I should be ashamed of myself. However, from what I've seen, it's basically like Color Splash, but worse. And I didn't like Color Splash, so... I blame Chugga Conroy, okay? Damn. Nice opinion to the YouTuber gave it to you. That's such a great diss. Oh my god. I can hear like the, you know, like the smarminess in the voice. It's good. Nah, you're right. I mean, I can't say too much about that Sticker Star. But I can say I didn't like Color Splash, and I basically stopped playing it. Which is really funny, because I was like really excited to stream that. I was like planning on streaming the whole game. But man, I just couldn't. It just was not that fun. Yeah. I know, one thing that bugged me is that there's areas in Color Splash where all of your cards that you use are, what's it? Like Kamek, I think, shows up and he turns your cards all into one kind of thing. Like, so this can be, you can only, like, all your cards become like jump attacks or all your cards become hammer attacks. And that was really annoying. But I hear it's in Sticker Star it's worse because the game isn't designed to handle that. Because I think, what was it? In Sticker Star, there's an instance where, oops, Kamek will turn all of your cards into jump attacks, or all of your stickers into jump attacks. But all of the enemies you face are, enemies you can't jump on, like Spinies. And the game then, like, soft locks you, basically. Like, into a battle you just can't win. It was something like that. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, like, that's kind of like one of those, like, rare, like, moments where Nintendo just, like, had bad, like, game design, you know? Hello there. Oh, poor Bank Toad, who's no longer Bank Toad. He's Amiibo Toad now. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say something about this Toad actually. So, as an aside, this Toad is actually one of the reasons why this version of Galaxy 2 is not like the good speedrun version. Because, this guy used to be Bank Toad. And in Galaxy 2, what Bank Toad did is that he could store your star bits. And he could store your star bits between save files. Meaning, if you had like if you had a save file that's already like completed and has like a whole bunch of star bits, you can give Bank Toad all of your star bits, so that way another save file, like a new save file, has all those star bits. And so that reduces the grind for needing star bits on a new profile. But they made this Toad no longer Bank Toad. He made him talk about Amiibo now. So speedrunners can't use Bank Toad anymore, so it makes the game much, much slower. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why they, like, changed that. It's almost like they really just wanted, like, some fucking NPC to talk about Amiibo, even though they could have used probably, like... They could have just, like, kept the Bank Toad functionality in, and just made it so that way he can talk to you about Amiibo, too, with a prompt. I don't know. It feels like a weird oversight. But it was probably intentional. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, that's another Thatcher complaint. Also, if I remember correctly, at one point in Sticker Star, you fight Wiggler, and you need a certain sticker that's like 2 uses, and it can miss. You have to go back and get the damn sticker again. Yeah, that was another thing I remember people saying online. This was at this kind of like weird era for Nintendo. I've heard people call this era of Mario boring Mario. Which is kind of mean, but probably, like, it's not entirely inaccurate either. Died. There was definitely some, like, questionable decisions I would say they were making. Like, that's all on top of the fact that Sticker Star felt like it didn't have much personality. And then, like, you had Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, which also felt like it didn't have personality. And Color Splash, which also felt like it didn't have much personality. I gotta try to find the pipe. I think it's... Yeah. We'll get the secret store first. I think so, yeah. Okay. So this one is reminiscent of the one like Battle Rock Galaxy Star, but it's much easier to handle. Here we go. I think they just really wanted to, at that time, try to figure out like what they wanted to nail down as a Mario game. But unfortunately, they were just so safe with the Mario games, they all kind of felt bland. And I think that's kind of why Odyssey was like so like lauded at the time, because it really felt like Odyssey was like they were not afraid to get weird with it. Like, just in the very first trailer of Odyssey, it shows Mario walking around with, like, normal-ass people all around him. Which was certainly amazing to see, like, very wild, you know? Also, wow, I just had, like, a deja vu moment. I remember Galaxy 2 was actually, I think, the very first game I recorded gameplay footage of. Oh god. Oh god, wait a second. I hold on a second. I just remembered something. Oh my god, it's still here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking an aside for a moment because this just occurred to me. So I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys a video from a YouTuber. Okay? Bear with me a moment. Gonna make me feel so old, by the way. Oh, god damn it. This? Okay. Okay. Alright, you guys ready? Sam. Okay. So you guys see this? This video? This is a YouTube video. That, as you can see, is called Super Mario Galaxy 2 World S Part 1 of 6. This video is made by a YouTuber called Nintendo Gamer Player 1. What does the description say here? Okay. The description for this video says, this is the first part of my walkthrough, World S in Mario Galaxy 2. In these videos, I collect all of the stars in World S, with the exception of the Grandmaster Galaxy. Please note that this run was done in one sitting, and I'm not the best at this game, so there will be many mistakes made during the playthrough. Also, I don't own Super Mario Galaxy 2, and the various Nintendo stuff you see in this video. I'm just saying this so I don't get sued. In this part, I collect both stars in the Mario Squared Galaxy, and the first star in the Rolling Coaster Galaxy. Okay? This is the first YouTube video I ever made. I was Nintendo Gamer Player 1 because I lost the credential information to Nintendo Gamer Player, which was also me. Oh my god. Yes, this is Thatchner lore. I don't even think I've mentioned this on stream. Um, but yeah, and you can see that uh, this video is in crisp 4:3 480p quality. This is completely new damn lore, yeah. Oh my god, that is so funny to see. Yeah, so I guess the context behind this is that, um, I need to write this down for the Thatchner Bible, I totally have. The context was that for this was that at this time being, oh god, April 12th, 2012, 13 years ago, uh, I had a capture device and I wanted to try I don't know, I just wanted to try capturing gameplay footage of it. Just for the fun of it. And so I just looked it up and I thought like, okay, what am I gonna record? And I just thought, well, I guess I'll record myself playing this part of Galaxy 2. And so I did. As you can see, it's part 1 of 6. This capture device was a what was it called? I don't think I can remember. What was it called? It's a very archaic device now. Basically, I needed to hook up some Y cables to it so that way I could hear the game audio. Or no, so I could see the game audio both on my TV and through the capture device. Uh, Otherwise, I would only be able to see the gameplay through my my capturing software. Nah, it wasn't Hapodge. That's how you pronounce it. I can't remember what it was called. Well, whatever. It could only output in 480p. And so yeah, so that was the device I used. Looking at the date of this actually, maybe a little bit more extra Thatchner lore. This was actually 11 days after the very first stream I did. Because for those who don't know, the very first stream I actually ever did, period, was April 1st, 2012. But it was like kind of like a one-off thing. I think I tried streaming like a few other times after that, but I never did it at home because we didn't have the internet upload speed for it. Uh, I actually could only stream at my best friend's like dad's office, which he let us use for the first stream. And I think we did like another stream or two after that or so. I can't remember. And at some point though, since I couldn't stream regularly and I didn't have the internet upload speed for it, I actually just ended up giving the capture device to my friend at the time because I just thought like, okay, well I'm basically not gonna get any use out of this. But after I moved to Pennsylvania, I learned that I actually had good upload speed for once. Because my parents actually didn't skimp out on the internet bill. Uh, Thank you, mom and dad. And so then I bought another one of this same capture device, so that way I could start up the streams again. And so then, like in September of 2013, I started streaming for realsies. And yes, exactly. This is the era when YouTube only allowed 15-minute videos. That's why actually these videos were split up into like 10-minute chunks. So yeah, there you go. Some Thatchner lore there. God, so funny. Can't remember I have this. These are the only videos, by the way, on this YouTube channel. I think. Wait. Oh no! Wait! there's one other video. Okay, I forgot about this one. All right. It's this random new Super Mario Brothers Wii test video. You guys can tell I really like Mario. Oh god, it even shows what my Wii channel looked like. Oh god. April 5th, 2012. So this was 4 days after my very first stream ever. Did I get any comments? Thank god I didn't. Mario Kart channel. This is like a time capsule. Like, oh my god. I remember looking at this. I remember even like streaming like this. I mean, not this specifically, but off this like Wii channel, you know. The many My Pokemon Ranch streams that we've done. The Nintendo channel that no longer exists. What's the name so I can check it out later? The name of the YouTube channel is, in one word, Nintendo Gamer Player 1. My original YouTube channel I made in 2006-07 got banned because in 2010-11 I uploaded episodes of the animated Fraggle Rock show without knowing what copyright was. I was constantly confused why it kept getting taken down. Oh, that's so funny. I'm so sorry that happened to you, though. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how you spell it. Hello, Bombsies. Welcome to Thatchner Lore, the stream, where I remembered I had this old YouTube channel of mine called Nintendo Gamer Player 1. I remembered this because I was showing people my only YouTube videos I have. Apparently, the Super Mario Galaxy 2 video is my highest viewed video at a whopping 46 views. And somebody liked it! I hope it wasn't myself at the time. Oh, gosh. Do you still have this Wii, or is it in America? I think it's in America, unfortunately. I couldn't bring it with me because I mean, I feel like I could have scrounged enough money to fucking ship that out too, but I don't know. Maybe I skimped out. Shipping things to Austria was really hard and expensive at the time. Hey, what's that playlist? Oh gosh, I don't. That's my favorites, I guess. Jack Black videos in my favorites. I don't know. Do I even dare show this off on a recording? I don't know if I want to do that, if I'm being honest. You want to see mine? I'd be curious to poke around on it for Moment Bombsies. I don't know if you want me to do that live though. Young Ethan had good taste if Jack Black is in the first video of my favorites. I'm gonna like check one thing. Oh no. Oh no! Oh my god. Oh god. This is really telling of what my state of mind was like looking at this YouTube like favorites. Okay. The Silver Boy is 9. Okay. Okay. I'll check out your YouTube channel, Bombsies, and then we'll probably like get back to the game. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna. This looks like a Bombsies YouTube channel. Is this right, Bombsies? I got 883 videos. Okay, yes, I guess so. Roblox Kidnapped 2. Wow, also 13 years ago. That's such a coincidence. Let's see, videos. A journey through Minecraft on the ground. Minecraft. More Minecraft help, please. You should help, please. Another problem. Minecraft problems. Oh no. I don't know. I feel bad, Bobsy. Should I even be like looking at this right now? Like, I struggle. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so funny. Where's Blank Mac? How to kill people on build to survive the monsters. What's Bombsy's oldest video? Mia and Slayer XD117 video. Roblox Silverboy 9 and Pokemon. Roblox Pokemon base. Epilogue of Roblox Pokemon Chosen One. Roblox Legendary Warrior. Oh, Bobsies. Oh, Bobsies. I don't want to watch any of the videos on stream, but oh, that's so funny. Thank you for sharing that with me. Oh my gosh. You were cool. You were cool. Shoutouts to all of you guys who had those YouTube channels with videos that are of yourselves probably in your infantile internet days. Oh god. All right, we'll get back into Galaxy 2. But god, that was so funny. Jeez. Okay, wait. I'm not even gonna like show my favorites playlist because it's not like it's bad, but it's just like very much where teenage Ethan's brain was. Oh god. I changed my name when I got a Minecraft account because I somehow had like a premonition where I was like, this is gonna be my name forever. Yeah, that feels like where my brain was too, because like I had a few internet handles. Nintendo Gamer Player was the first one. And then Nintendo Gamer Player 1 was after that because I lost the credentials. But then after that, it was the Galaxy Bro, as you guys may or may not know. And in some places, it's actually still the Galaxy Bro. Thankfully, Skype is dead, so no. Oh, the Galaxy Bro is dead on there. But I think my Steam account, like, the base name for that is the Galaxy Bro. But it's been changed to Thatcher, so it's only like no one will recognize me as the Galaxy Bro. Yeah. But I think I had a similar premonition like you, Bombsies, where I thought like, okay, if I'm going to be streaming regularly, I should make it a name that I thought like shouldn't sound so juvenile. I'm pretty sure that's what I was like thinking. Cause like I remember my sister making fun of me for that name. The Galaxy Bro. And I think Nintendo Gamer Player. My sister made fun of me for my Nintendo interests. Joke's on her, I'm an adult now. Oh, so. Oh, Jesus. Oh! Didn't you have Dr. Pepper Lover? Was that me? Weirdly enough, that username does sound familiar. I remember Naruto Soccer 1996. Hell yeah. Naruto has changed and shaped your life. Bring back Nintendo Gamer Player. God. Jordan mentioned it and said one time, and said one time you insisted it wasn't a thing. It's so interesting. I mean, I did like Dr. Pepper. I had a few variations on Agent Webdog 60 or 161. Oh, I like that. Why Webdog? I'm curious. In fact, Bombsies, why was yours like Silver Boy? Alright, this level has some like fun green stars later. Mario, pick up the pace. Okay. There we go. I thought Silver the Hedgehog was really cool. I only saw him in game for the first time recently playing Sonic Cross Worlds. That's funny. I was actually wondering if it was because of Silver the Hedgehog. Hell yeah. Back when Nickelodeon had an awesome Flash game website, you needed an account for continuity, and the randomly generated name was WebCow. And then I decided dog would be better. I like that. Love Galaxy. I like this Galaxy. My old Roblox outfit was a silver costume, really? Oh. God, I remember actually being quite active on this like one Cartoon Network like Flash game. It was like a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend game where you could make your own like imaginary friend, and you could like log in every day to do chores. That like then like if you did enough chores, you could do like a special mission with like Blue. Yeah, Big Fat Awesome House Party. I don't think I played it all that long, but I did remember like, you know, still trying to go for some quests. Oh wait. I gotta get coins here. Secret Star. It's still it's available on Flashpoint. I don't know how Flashpoint handles that. Like with the time-based events. My former titles are beyond human comprehension. Titles such as Gamer Boy 64 and Just Gaming 64. Oh man, that's right. Such an iconic username. I remember Just Gaming 64. Just Gaming 64 was what you used for here on Twitch for a while. God. I think you're right about that, Jesse. I just can't remember the game. Oh, I think that was the last bit of coins, though. Honestly, I think the Big Fat Awesome House Party was also just fetch quests. But man, that was enough for us kids. Coins. Kids love having things to do. Absolutely. Honestly, I wonder if that's one of the reasons why, like, World of Warcraft became so popular. Simple fetch quest, but people love them. I feel like, honestly, that is, like, a big thing when it comes to, like, determining who likes certain games. Because, like, there's, like, a lot of open world and MMO games that are, like, filled with fetch quests. And, like, if you're the person who doesn't like doing fetch quests all that much, then you will not like those games. But there's also a lot of people who do love them, and thus they get addicted to them. The thing is, fetch quests, I feel like, are not inherently fun, but they're satisfying to do anyway because it, like, it ticks a box, you know? I think that's kind of why I like doing, like, all the side quests in Legends ZA. Because, like, there's tons of, like, little silly fetch quests. Or simple quests. With the added bonus of seeing a Pokemon's cute little personality getting shown off. Yeah, I did see the new DLC. Mega Chimecho is great. It's sad that it's a Mega because it almost makes me think Chimecho isn't going to get, like, a regular evolution. But its design is great, like, absolutely. Oh, they did, Jesse. I can tell you that because I played through that game. I played through the remake. I mean, that's true. It's an alternate dimension. And there's still there's, like, no law or rule that says, like, oh, if a Pokemon... Oh, I fucked up. If there's a Pokemon that gets a Mega, it can't also get, like, an evolution on top of that. Thank God I got that. But honestly, it almost just kind of feels like out of priority, they wouldn't give it an evolution. You know, because they probably think like, oh, we already gave that Pokemon attention. We'll give other Pokemon attention now, too. I'd spend all my AA batteries on that claw machine. Okay. I wonder what other Pokemon are gonna get Megas. Like, we know Baxcalibur and Chimecho. Oh, and Raichu, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if Xerneas or Yveltal also got Megas, although I hope not. I don't think they need them. Raichu is so silly. It looks better in game than in, like, the official art. Alright. Got a common medal. Oh, this chair. A little bit more organic. Yes, that's right. It is a cloud flower. And yes, it is weird and funky. No! I can't wall jump off that? Damn. Also, who's ready to talk about Nintendo's financial results? Me! Did you guys see that the Switch 2 has already sold 10 million units? If you didn't know that, well, I'm the guy to tell you that. Because I love talking about Nintendo's financial results. Nintendo Gamer! Excuse me, it's Nintendo Gamer Player! And that's right, I am ready. As a Wii U lover, I'm disappointed. My bad, OG. Although the numbers are still interesting to talk about because I think they said like that the Switch 2 is definitely like selling like mad right now. Like, I think it's already outpacing like the Switch 1's sales like quite quickly. Of course, if the sales momentum is going to stay is another question. But feels like good. I was about to be like, got to go, but now it feels awkward. I promise it's not over Nintendo financials. No, that's okay. I know you have. I know you have to get to work or so. Oh wait. Well, you still got to do other things. It's not a big deal. No, you want to leave because of my financials talk. Oh wait, did I already get the common medal? I did not pay attention. I did. It's over, Nintendo Finance Bros. Ah, okay, okay. I mean, it's totally not an issue. Don't you worry, Jesse. I was happy that you got to come around and chat for a little bit anyway. Hello again, Bowser Jr. I think we already talked about this, but isn't it kind of funny how like Bowser Jr. just became like a mech-based character? Like from Galaxy onwards, pretty much. He's always been in some sort of like little ship. He's in the ship we just saw there, and in Galaxy, he was on the little airship. And then I think from like New Super Mario Bros. Wii onwards, he was in the clown car. Actually, Bowser, just the crushing force of gravity that condensed him. Ah, I see, okay. Okay, so I wait for him to pass by. Oh, I got two at once. That's not what I wanted. Such a silly boss. This is like a very Yoshi-coded, like, boss. Oh no. I just realized I was pressing the button to do the spin instead of shaking the remote. It's so over. I'm losing my connection to the shaking being fun. Ba ba ba. So we got our first Grand Star. I think we're kind of done with the first world for now. I'm not sure when we start unlocking Comet Stars, but it's probably somewhere... I think it's somewhere in the middle of... Second world? Yay. Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Flotilla. Alright. Go. Oh, you know, there was actually one thing in Nintendo's financials that I thought was interesting. I guess technically two. That I didn't want to mention. The one thing that really caught my eye, though, was that one investor, like, asked Nintendo why Animal Crossing was getting, like, a big update like this. And they said that one of the reasons why was because, like, dev times were getting long between entries. Or something to that effect. They definitely mentioned, like, development time being a contributing factor to why they put out this update. Alluding to the fact that another game would still take some time. And that I thought was just kind of interesting because I think it really is... It's truly a reflection of the state of the industry. With games taking so long to be developed now, it's just becoming so hard for, what do you say, for developers to make games in a timely fashion. Oh, right, this one requires coins. The secret star here, at least. So with them saying that, like, the reason why they did this update is because it would take so long to make another game, it almost makes me wonder, like, how long will it take until we get the next Animal Crossing? And there's also this other, like, question of, like, what is, like, the cutoff point for all this, you know? How long until games just take too long to be made? Because we're already at a point where, like, because it used to be like, and it still kind of is, that a 5-year development cycle is the norm, but we're already seeing a lot of games that are taking much longer than 5 years. You know, I think like GTA 6, I'm not sure how long they said it's taking, but I think that's taken at least 6 years. And probably longer. You know? I'm not sure how long Starfield took. I think that was also like 5 years, maybe 6 years. And who the hell knows how long Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take to be made? You know? And like, if we're discounting stuff like Bowser's Fury, the last time we saw a 3D Mario game was 8 years ago. Although I guess we can consider, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza the game from the 3D Mario team. Because it also makes me wonder, like, maybe there is no split development team. Maybe like it will just take a while until we get the next 3D Mario. Maybe they were just really all hands on deck with like Donkey Kong. That's like fine because it's like Donkey Kong Bonanza was a good game. But
See?
I don't know, it's interesting. I'm gonna be dead when RDR3 comes out. That's an interesting way of putting it, yeah. Luigi's Mansion of this generation. Oh wait. Another store I need to get here. I'm pretty sure there's other examples of games like taking so long to be made. I'm just like, I'm spacing a little bit on the finer details. And I think also like another problem with game development cycles being this long, even if you have games that take 5 years to be made, the issue can happen that sometimes things just go wrong in development and games just have to take longer. You know? Because, like, if you have a project that ends up starting to go south, you run into this issue of, like, you have to, you know, what do? Do you keep with it or do you cancel it? And if you cancel the game or restart development entirely, then that means another 5 years have just been added to the game's development time. You know? Oh, thank God. Oh, that's just for one-ups. Like, I see some speculation about, like, games like Mega Man or Ace Attorney. And some people speculate that maybe the reason why those games haven't gotten entries is because, like, maybe Capcom was working on entries in the series, but for some reason or another, the game wasn't shaping up, and then the game got canceled. You know? And I think that's a very real possibility. I mean, hell, if we look at Metroid Prime 4, that is basically what happened. We had an issue where Metroid Prime 4 was being developed by some other studio other than Retro. And I think it was being developed like that for 2 years. But then, like, Nintendo said that development just wasn't shaping up, and I think in 2018 they restarted development. And then the game just took even longer, you know? So Metroid Prime 4, in some way, shape, or form, has basically been in development since 2017. And the Retro version has been in development for, I think, at least 6 years, right? If they restarted development in 2018. Might have been 2019. 6-7 years then. You know? Oh, I'm missing 2 coins! No! What? Oh my God, please, please. Please have coins. No! Wait, the bush! Oh, thank God. Okay. That is so precise. 71 coins. Anyway, I'm saying all this about long development cycles. I'm not sure exactly what the solution is. You know, I would like to say the solution is like small, maybe like having a smaller development team, having smaller budgets, or just having smaller scopes. But game development is a very fickle beast, you know? It's hard to say exactly what could remedy these long development cycles. I mean, Sega seems to be doing something interesting with Yakuza, where they're definitely like reusing lots of assets for their games. I think the problem though is that there's also this issue of prestige, you know? I remember people complaining that Tears of the Kingdom was an asset flip. Even though Tears of the Kingdom ended up being a very drastically different game from Breath of the Wild. There were just some crowds that... There's just some people that think asset reuse means lazy devs. You know? And that's unfortunate, because I wish we could just kind of teach people that just because a game has reused assets, that doesn't mean the game is lazy. You know? I remember people complaining about asset reuse when it came to, like, the 2 Horizon games, you know? Which is such a silly thing to complain about. I don't know what the solution is. I think, though, with that in mind, I think we just have to understand that I think for this generation, for the Switch 2, it might take a while for us to see some of our more beloved titles get onto the Switch 2. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, I don't know, maybe the next, I don't know, Xenoblade was still at least 2 years out. Maybe end of 2017. I would say like the next Animal Crossing is at least 2 years out, if not more. Spermato's masking this GPU in 3DS games was so bad. I know, right? I mean, I know it's just a joke, but like, there's genuinely people who think that, you know? Not maybe those games specifically, but you know what I mean. I'm not sure if there's a star for collecting coins here. Him? Oops. One. This star requires concentration, alright? Uh-oh. I have a feeling I'm going to need 30 coins. Please give me one more coin. Oh my god. Please say 30 coins. Oh, okay, we got exactly. Oh yeah, this is such a weird... This star is so funny to me. It's funny to me because this star has this enemy, which I'm pretty sure exists only in this level. Such a funny enemy. Oh my god, I no. I never struggled with this level, jeez. One more? Come on. I'm gonna be very curious when we get games like Animal Crossing, like Splatoon, like 3D Mario, like 3D Zelda, you know, or Xenoblade. It's already interesting that we're getting like a brand new Fire Emblem game next year. I feel like Nintendo's definitely gonna market that as like one of the big Switch 2 titles of next year. I don't know. I'm gonna be very curious. Oh yeah, I gotta go back to the fluffy bluff. Actually, do we go back now, or do we wait? We'll go now. Why not? If I were to predict Nintendo's, like, next year, though, I have a pretty good feeling we're gonna see Luigi's Mansion and a new 2D Metroid game. Like, as far as brand new titles are concerned, I have a pretty confident feeling about that, because it's been a few years since Metroid Dread, and like almost, I think, 5 years come next year. And I think it's been longer than that for Luigi's Mansion. And then various Switch 2 editions. Okay. This gives us points. These are fun little challenge levels. I do like them. Oh my god! I don't think I've ever died like that. Hitbox on these stupid Octoombas is so stupid. Die! My god. I'm sorry for that very guttural reaction. I'm just so in disbelief. Like, what a way to die. God. Die already! Jeez. Hey, Mad Tess. How's it going? Oh, come on. Yeah, I think we've got this in the bag anyway. Something above here? No? Okay. I think there's like a one-up somewhere. Yeah, here. There we go. I got 20 seconds to kill. Oh man, Mad Taz, you missed us talking about Nintendo's financial results. Oh man. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to say everything I said again. I'm pretty sure if my parents ever heard me talk about Nintendo's financial results, they'd probably think there's something seriously wrong with me. The shame is overwhelming. Actually, you know, come to think about it, I think my dad would probably be a little bit more receptive to the talk. I just remembered, I did get my dad to read Reggie Fils-Aimé's Disrupting the Game book. We had a little bit of a book exchange, I think, last year. Or no, a few years ago. So yeah, maybe he would be okay with me telling him about that. Although he'd probably like not understand some of the finer details. Oh, we didn't get the main star in Hightail Falls. Okay. Happy DK Bonanza selling over 3.5 million. That's pretty good for DK, yeah. I'm not. What is the best-selling Donkey Kong game? Does anybody know offhand? That's probably like a strange thing to ask suddenly, but I want to say it's like the original Donkey Kong Country at like around 7 or 8 million. I'm not sure where like Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna land sales-wise, like in the future. But like I imagine that is gonna be a game that's gonna have like long legs, kind of like 3D Mario, like or Mario Odyssey, Zelda, and like Animal Crossing. Yeah, I think Bonanza can end up being like the best-selling Donkey Kong game. Oh yeah, I just remembered that. Oh, well, I think I'm dead. Oh my god. Nope, okay. Whew. Are we counting the original Donkey Kong Arcade and its many variations? Oh wait, I need that. Yoshi. We're falling. I'm not sure how we want to count that. Uh-oh. No! No! Well, okay, time to kill myself. Oh god, I did not mean to go here. Dude, they're all running away from me. I just want to die. I want to end it all. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me, damn you. Are you scared? Are you running because you're scared? I know, I am too. Finally, the sweet release. Oh, that's so funny. Let's count Donkey Kong Arcade, sure. I mean, although I don't know how sales are gonna translate for that one because like for Donkey Kong Arcade, it's not really like unit sales. That's more like money earned. Mad Taz coming in with the list, the best-selling list. You fandom. I'm gonna continue using that. Some goddamn bullshit site. So this is bizarre. Like, it's also counting like the Game & Watch Donkey Kong and ColecoVision here. Okay, sure. Okay. Oh, so Donkey Kong Country on SNES was 9.3 million. Okay. Okay. Well, I could see over time Bonanza getting up to 10 million, maybe. Oh, that doesn't count as collected. Yes, the infinite flutter glitch saved me. Thank God they didn't patch it for this version of the game. Alright. Okay. Yeah! Okay, got it. First attempt here. How many stars do we have now? 17. I wonder how many streams this game is going to take. I'm going to modify my estimates and say it's going to take us maybe 9 or 10 streams to 100% this game completely. I think considering I'm more out of practice with this game, and I've definitely been making more mistakes in this game than I was in Galaxy 1. We'll see though. This game is definitely harder than Galaxy 1. At least I always thought so. Die, Toad. I don't know what the chat's consensus is on this game, if it's harder or easier than Galaxy 1. I mean, I kind of feel like this game has to be harder than Galaxy 1, if only based on the fact that this has the perfect run. Which is easily, like, the hardest level in the series. Oh, lost the power. Galaxy, harder than Galaxy 1 because they couldn't afford to play it, making it harder. I see no flaw in that logic. Oh my god, I hate these enemies, because whenever you... Like, whenever they have that wind up and they're gonna, like, spit out the rock, their hitbox, like, kind of... It's like an anti-air. In a fucking fighting game. God, these asshole enemies. That's true. Oh. I think, like, this is the one power-up that shouldn't, like, knock you out of it when you take damage, considering you're a fucking rock. That's true that the green stars does make the back half of this game a little bit faster. But yes, the perfect run. Rolo Dillo time. I think like this game outclasses Galaxy 1, I would say, in like completely new content, I would have to say. This game has like a lot of bosses. Like every time I replay it, there's a moment I have where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this guy's in the game. Like Galaxy 1, I wouldn't say suffers because it's not like it's a bad game for it, but like Galaxy 1 definitely has some stars that are kind of like repeats of the other. Like, what would you say? Like all of the speedrun stars are basically the same star but on a time limit. Whereas at least like the speedrun stars in this game, they shake them up a little bit more, and there's not that many of them. And I think there's also a few more like, boss rematches in Galaxy 1. At least it's not like Super Mario Sunshine where you're fighting Gooper Blooper like a billion times. 3D World definitely has some mean like levels in like the post game. I'm not even talking about Champions Road either. Oh, okay. We're comparing like Champions Road. I personally thought Champion Road is a bit easier than Perfect Run to me. Just resetting the audio. Alright, orbit time. One level I know that was also a challenge for me, but I can't like compare it in my head since it's been a while since I played it. Was World Crowned Crown in 3D Land. That one had some like precise platforming in it too. I hope 3D Land kind of gets brought to the Switch too at some point. It's not like, I know like some people might not like it all that much because it kind of falls into that like, at least visually, that time of like boring Mario, but I'll always defend it. I'll always defend it. Gently. Okay. Oh boy, alright. I remember we gotta get all like the... We gotta get through all the gates to get the Comet Medal. Odyssey's like challenge level darker side wasn't that bad for me. I think, what was it? I did a playthrough of Odyssey like last year or so. And like, I think I got it on like the second or third try. Oh shit. Come on. Go. 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 Oh, I don't even care. Okay. Land is underrated, yeah. I definitely agree with you there. Okay, get the Continental. Oh, thank God, okay. Good, good, good. There's a green star in like the harder level of this. That's always so funny. This is like right at the beginning of the level. I have to tell you guys, I am looking forward to doing the green star quest of it in this game. It's so good. It's so fun. Yeah, this is Honey Bloom Galaxy. Humble beginning. Also, for a while, I didn't know like the the B NPCs of the Mario Galaxy games had teeth. Since when I first played this game, like they were so like low res, I didn't even see the teeth. But, like later when I got like an HD TV and I played the game, I was like, oh my god, they have cute little sharp teeth. You can actually do the marginally faster on Switch. That's, or what did you say? Like, like now the green stars you can always like mash the cutscene. Only thing best about the version, yeah. I do hope they do something about like the loading times. So weird. Game like loads slightly slower. That's always funny whenever like a game gets like ported or remastered to a modern system, and then like the port remaster is like performing worse in some way. Shoutouts to literally every version of Tales of Symphonia that isn't the GameCube version. Or goddamn Donkey Kong Country Returns for Switch. Okay, you can always skip them. Okay. Well, I think we'll be able to at least get through this world. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jesus. Which disconnected from the chat for a moment. Yeah. I mean, I guess it just shows, like, game development, even if it's a game you've already made, is hard, you know? Because I understand that it probably happens because of, like, you know, differences in hardware architecture. I mean, hell, that's like half the reason we're probably not, like, we're not getting any PS3 games ported anytime soon. Or a lot of PS3 games ported anytime soon. Though, Konami is at least, like, I think Konami's working on getting, like, Metal Gear Solid 4 ported to modern systems. I wonder how that's gonna work. I don't need coins. Even harder when the core is lost. You mean like the core of the game? Oh, fuck you. No, fuck you. I thought I could like sneak under him. Fuck you, fuzzies. I think it's honestly fascinating when you like when you look into like a remake or remaster and just see like the changes or like mechanical or just like on the gameplay level. Oh, like when the code is lost. Oh yeah. Like like with like a lot of Square Enix games. That's always interesting when that happens, because like there's a story behind it, you know? The source code was lost. It's like how the BBC is actively looking for the lost episodes of Doctor Who. Because like they erased a lot of like tapes back at the time. So there's like a lot of lost episodes of Doctor Who that are just pretty much lost to time. But like some people might still have those episodes because they recorded it. So the BBC has been basically on the hunt for those lost episodes. No! Okay, I'm still alive. Oh, you can... Wow. I really got lucky there. Hate these enemies. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1, that's exactly a game that comes to mind. That's why the only version you see on storefronts is Kingdom Hearts, like, Remix, or Final Remix, or whatever. Then you have cases of, like, what was it, like, classic Silent Hill, like, 1 and 2, where, like, they tried to do a Silent Hill HD collection for, like, the 360 and PS3, and absolutely botched the games because the source code for them is lost, and the only thing they could do is try to work with what little source code they have and try to rebuild the games. I don't know. Do you guys have any other instances of like quirks between original games and their remakes slash remasters? It could be anything from like coding errors, changes that make the game worse or better. I always like talking about that. My favorite are like somewhat insignificant changes that have still like a big impact on the game. Like hell, with Bank Toad in this one, how it impacts speedruns. It doesn't technically change like the core of the game all that much, and a casual player is not gonna like pay it too much mind. But for speedrunners, it's a big change. The common medal. Oh yeah, this is one where there's like a coin star, right? You have to feed a coin Luma. Man, they really wanted to make like a lot of stars in this game, like feed a fat Luma coins instead of star bits. Oh, just 15. Well, damn. next time. Go. Really stupid remakes refuse to include text skipping, especially when the original game had them. That's something that annoys me, yeah. Oh, you know, in a similar vein, and I know this because I watched YouTube videos of the original. I know the Thousand Year Door, its remake, changed the behavior of when you get star power, after your turn. It used to be that in the original, whenever, like, you know, you did your action, whenever you got star power, it would just kind of happen in the background. You wouldn't have to wait. It would just gather, and then you could start, like, selecting your next action. But in the remake, they made it so that way you wait. Like, you have to wait until your star power fills up, and then you can do another action. It's a subtle change, but it does slow the game down. And I kind of wonder why they did that. Like, did they do it because that way it emphasizes the meter refilling or something? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's also the thing about the Thousand Year Door remake being 30 frames per second instead of, like, 60 FPS like the original was. And it's okay to be upset about that, you know, not being in the remake. But to me, that doesn't, like, it doesn't bother me all that much. I love doing triple jumps and skating. Oh yeah, and I was mentioning earlier about how some games kind of, like, when they get ported, they can botch the UI for some reason or the other. Like, I know 9 Doors, 9 Persons and whatever was a DS game, but I don't know why. How they handled the UI in, like, the console version just bugs me. It just looks off. I'm trying to think of other things. Oh yeah, there's one thing. What was it? This one is kind of considered to be an improvement. I think, what was it, with Final Fantasy VI? There's, like, the original... In the original Final Fantasy VI, I think there's a stat called Magic Evade that just doesn't work. It just does not work at all. And the, like, a physical evade basically works for both of them. And then, like, so in the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, they made it so that way now that stat works. That also means certain strategies are different going from, like, the original game to the Pixel Remaster. Oh, I was also mentioning that with Donnie last night. I hate how the text looks in the Ace Attorney trilogy, like the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. I feel like a lot of DS games suffer from this issue where, like, they try to make the UI look clean or whatever, because I guess they equate pixel as looking dated, but honestly, they should have just made the UI pixelated. Yeah, like, oh, God. That bothers me too. And it looks like they're not even fixing that for, like, the update that's coming out for it on the 19th. Which, if you didn't know, yeah, that's happening. Oh. Oh. Fine. I didn't even get sucked in there. Like, honestly, they should have just updated it to make the UI look similar to, like, what they had in Apollo Justice Trilogy. Because that looks fine. I don't know. There's just so many games that when they, like, update, like Pixel games, when they update the UI, they just make it not pixely. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Make it fucking pixely, else it looks just weird. Chrono Trigger, I think, did this as well, initially at least. I'm not sure if they ever fixed it. But the UI in, like, the Chrono Trigger remake looks awful. Oh yeah, and then my favorite, when pixel games have, like, smoothing or whatever, which just makes the pixel visuals look worse. Like, Capcom did this with, I think, the Battle Network games. Ah, like, awful. Like, no. Don't do that. Please, I'm begging you, stop putting, like, pixel smoothing in your game. Like, you can have it as an option. But, like, just do, like, 1-to-1 or pixel perfect. I don't care. I don't care if normies think, like, pixel smoothing looks better, because they're wrong if they do. Dear God. It's definitely, like, this is definitely an interesting discussion, honestly, because there's a lot of instances of, like, remakes or remasters coming out in order to try to be the definitive version of a game. But for one reason or the other, it just doesn't end up being, like, the definitive version. Oh, here's another one that comes to mind. The Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. I think it was pretty infamous for this, where they changed the collision detection. Where I think it was like in the original, Crash's hitbox was a box, but in the remake, in the Insane trilogy, his hitbox was like a pill shaped or oval shaped. But they didn't change, like, the level geometry to account for that. They just made the level geometry, I think, 1-to-1. And because of that, some jumps in the first game are harder to make. Actually, you know what bothers me with remakes? People over the past decade letting standards for what a remake should be getting lowered over the past decade. Remake should add more or improve a big part of the actual game if they're going to put the effort into doing anything that isn't just enhance port. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely an interesting discussion, because, like, we also have cases where, like, some games are like these weird, like, remakesters where they're kind of a port, but they also add additional content. So they're, like, more port than remake, but sometimes they're billed as a remake. You rarely get a remake like Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver anymore. Yeah, or Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire for that matter. Like, I was very disappointed in, like, the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remake. Like, honestly, I don't even think I would have minded the visuals so much if they just put in some of the stuff from fucking Pokemon Platinum. Like, I think that is a remake that bugs me the most. Because, like, they already set the standard with, like, the other Pokemon remakes, where, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they put in Pokemon Crystal content. Like, they put in the whole stuff with, like, Suicune, and Yucine. And Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, sure, they were remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, but they still did at least do something with Rayquaza by giving him his own special Delta episode thing, which I think was neat. You know, the thing I didn't like about that, of course, was that they got rid of the fucking Battle Frontier, but whatever. But like, with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it was so awful because it's like, Platinum basically fixed a lot of the issues that Diamond and Pearl had, where it expanded the Pokedex, made it so that way there's more Pokemon available to you. They improved, like, gym leaders' teams. They, you know, had the little extra additional story. And they added the Battle Frontier as well, as, like, a new post-game stuff. But Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had none of that. Like, why? Honestly, I think it just would have been better if they remade Platinum instead of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Because, like, now if I ever want to play a Sinnoh game, I'm not going to play the remake, you know? I'm going to play Pokemon Platinum. I'm going to play Pokemon Platinum because that's basically the superior version in every way. Yeah, Oras is... I think, honestly, like, a lot of people point at Oras's, like, lack of Battle Frontier as a bit of a turning point for the fandom. At least a little bit. Because, like... I think when X and Y came out, people were a little bit forgiving as to, like, X and Y not having too much of a post-game. Because it was, like, the first 3D Pokemon game. But, like... people were definitely upset about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire just not having the Battle Frontier. Because it was like a cool thing that they added in Emerald. That added a lot of challenge, and it's just not there, you know? But like, Oras, like, omitting the Battle Frontier, I think, I definitely remember a lot of people, like, being upset about that. And that being kind of like a turning point. Because at least, like, I think with Sun and Moon, it was still okay. Like, it kind of got, like, a little bit more goodwill back with the fans because it was just, you know, it was a good game. But, like, then Ultra Sun and Moon happened, where it was literally just Sun and Moon, but different and not even in good ways. And then Sword and Shield, you know. Oh yeah, I saw you point out, like, 3D World. I like 3D World, and how they handled it, because, like, it's interesting because, like, they did change 3D World mechanically, where they made, it, in, like, so that way in the Switch version, everybody runs actually faster. And I was, like, wondering how that would work with the levels. But it didn't seem like it changed too much. In fact, I think it ended up feeling much better because I liked the faster speed of the game. It's definitely interesting because with some remakes, like, some games have been... Okay, stop, like, hopping around, are you? Some games have basically been remade a few times or ported a few times. And you have cases where it's like a future remake or port doesn't include content from a previous version of that remake port. What comes to mind is, like, with some of the classic Square Enix games, where, like, I think the DS version of Chrono Trigger and the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI had, like, bonus dungeons that were not part of the later versions. it's kind of like a weird thing, you know? Oh, am I hunting this bunny? Yeah, I think ultimately it'll come down to, does it bother you that, you know, will it bother you? And I'm not meaning you specifically. I mean like a nebulous you. Will it bother you if you don't play that bonus content, you know? I want to play Final Fantasy VI, and I think I'm going to go with the Pixel Remaster. Because I don't think it's going to bother me too much about not playing like another bonus dungeon. But this opinion could change. I could end up being swayed to play the GBA version or emulate that. I don't even know if I would want, like, to get the Steam version of Chrono Trigger. I mean, at the very least, with, like, the Steam version of Chrono Trigger, there might be some mods out there. I think I've heard that too, the color correction thing. Funny enough, I think this is what makes Final Fantasy VII Remake very interesting, because of the fact that it's like it goes beyond just being a simple remake. It's just basically like it might as well just be a new game, you know. But it's its own unique experience in itself. Artwork for the Pixel Remasters looks a little bit uglier to you. Oh, okay. Pixel Remasters do suffer from that UI issue that I was talking about. I mean, I'm not sure if they fixed it. They might have. I think they did, actually. I honestly think Square Enix should just bring the originals, like just the pure originals, to modern storefronts. And I just wonder if they won't do that because they lost the source code and they won't bite, like they won't, you know, cave on just taking a ROM offline somewhere or so. Honestly, they own the game. I think they should just take a ROM somewhere, do something about it. Square Enix just seems so bad about like remaking their games. I mean, it's interesting that what they've done with the Dragon Quest like 1, 2, 3 games. Those seem like good remakes. I feel like the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 HD remasters, those look to be in the vein of something like a Pokemon remake, where there's like new content in there along with the classic game, along with some other like mechanical changes. I'll tell you this, Mad Tess. I played through the entirety of The World Ends With You on the TV. I mainly did it so that way like my wife could watch me play as well, because she likes that game. I would not recommend that though. I definitely would not want to do that again. Because like I got it to work, you know, and it can work. But is it ideal? No. My biggest question, whenever it comes to like, you know, the future of like, I don't know, like if there's ever a DS emulator on Nintendo Switch Online, like Nintendo DS Classics, my biggest question will always be, how do they handle Pokemon Ranger? Because for a lot of DS games, I think you can get away with using pointer controls with the Joy-Cons. You could use mouse mode. But Pokemon Ranger, I just do not think you can do that with. I think Pokemon Ranger as a series is a game that requires, like, using a stylus. Like, drawing it with, like, you know, using it as a pencil. Especially, like, the first game. Because the first Pokemon Ranger game is so mean about it, because you have to, like... When you start drawing around a Pokemon, you have to keep going until you reach that specific number of times they need to be looped around. Otherwise, you will not catch them. I feel like any sort of like solution to putting DS games on a playable on a TV, like you have to use Pokemon Ranger as like the litmus test to see if it can handle that. Because if it can't, then you just might as well not try. Okay, maybe that's a bit mean. Try, please. There's actually some good DS games that don't require like touch controls. No, something like New Super Mario Bros. DS. But I think like the Pokemon Ranger games are just like there are always going to be those kind of games that like I think any sort of emulation solution has to use like a touchscreen. I know Nintendo patented a second screen add-on for the Switch 2. And I almost wonder if like that's going to be their solution. Buy a second screen. Give us $80 or something like that. That'd be so funny. Yeah, I wonder. I would like to see that game get a port, because I didn't like how that game controlled on the DS. It made my hand hurt. Alright, here we are. The second Grand Star. I would definitely buy Kid Icarus Uprising remastered. Also, I guess at the rate that we're going, I think we're gonna at least beat the game in 2 streams. I have a feeling. Just beating the game, though. Actually, because I plan on getting all the stars I can before fighting, like, the final Bowser fight, maybe not. I mean, I think it's still possible. How about that? A giant monster and then he turned tail and ran off, right? Going on after him. Next world. Oh. My neck's starting to hurt, actually. And looking at the time, I think this is probably going to be a good spot to end it at, too. Just 1 second. Alright, game to save. And let's, save and quit and call it there for today. Alright. So, for the VOD watchers, this is where we're gonna stop. This is where I'm gonna call it quits. If you're watching this at home, which, I mean, you actually have to be, right? Thank you for watching. It was a lot of fun. Good stream indeed. Got to play some Galaxy 2. We got to go over my old YouTube channel and then played some more Galaxy 2. More Galaxy 2 in the future, of course. Next week's stream will be more of it. Next part of the VODs will be there too, so if you enjoyed it, I hope I'll see you in the next VOD. So, thank you one last time. See you next time. Bye-bye.